Hello everyone, welcome back. Hi, I'm Chef JT. Happy to have you along tonight. Welcome in, Muskeg. Hello there, JK4T. Welcome in, Will Poker. Hello, Sofluff. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, Zeeks. Welcome, welcome. Nice. Glad the precaution worked out. Hi, Splits. Freshly charged batteries. Wow. That was an overpour. Overgrind. I'll take that. But now I have to do math. It's gonna make so much coffee still. Nope. It's French, and also Creole or Cajun. It essentially means smothered. You don't have to have it just be chicken. You can have all sorts of other things that have been etouffee. Just, we'll do some seafood, but thighs and legs from the chicken I butchered last stream. We got thighs and legs as far as chicken. We're gonna do Trinity. I've got fresh parsley. I've got fresh green onion. Yeah. Do a proper dark roux for things tonight, which will take a minute since I like doing that on the stove. Really, all of them that I've read and seen still use a dark roux with this. maybe more of a peanut butter brew. Like, we're not talking, gumbo, but still going for that nuttiness. Ooh. There's too much coffee in the glass. Coffee practice. I poured that out and there wasn't a drip. I wiped it even still, but there was nothing. You're the people complaining of, you put too much coffee in my cup. Well, how about now? Appreciate all you hanging out with me for a first night of Cajun and Creole week. Sort of like a week and a half. Cheers! Speaking of that, we had the Cajun and Creole week submission, and I put it on the calendar, and I didn't pay any real attention to what was already on the calendar, apparently, because Friday is Can It Be Delicious? And I wasn't going to change that up after telling people that for a month now. And so, going to be still doing Can It Be Delicious on Friday, but then we're going back to Cajun and Creole for Sunday, Monday, and actually next Friday as well. And then we'll go straight into Halloween. I saw that one. Yep. Welcome in, Gearbox Man. And yeah, we got a new coffee emote. We've got a Taco Tuesday emote now too. Not that I stream on Tuesdays or do Taco Tuesdays, but we have a Taco Tuesday emote now. Let's start by doing a little Dyson here. I like this gives me an excuse to use green pepper. I've been on a green pepper kick lately. I've been craving dishes with green pepper. I'm sort of tired, even though I like the cute little multicolor ones that I buy. Sweet peppers just aren't doing it for me these days. That is on a timer to be on during my normal stream hours. I used to have it set up to turn on whenever I had subs or whatever, but then IFTTT started clamping down and charging people more money, and I didn't want to pay a subscription for it. But I do have a, just a plug timer on it. Yeah, I like lava lamps. I'm not into minimalism so much, but I do like MCM or modern architecture. I like several types of architecture, but that's one of them. And they fit very well in that whole... they don't do a lot of lamps and modern architecture, but those fit. I also like Googie architecture. Googie architecture is actually the theme behind my website. Not that, I took architecture and applied it to the website. If you're unfamiliar with Googie architecture, it's the architecture that you think of when you think of 50s, 60s retro diner, old school LA. LA is where it was, but it was the restaurant and business architecture design that was designed to be impactful and seen from the road. In the era of cars being a new thing. Yeah. It's Googie. Maybe you see old school street signs with the individual bulbs for each letter, sort of a thing. That's sort of a throwback to that sort of design. Good stuff. Good stuff. I have no small balls. Balls? No small bowls over there. Wow, is that... I tried to angle that so it wouldn't catch me as easily. But it's still doing it. Time for another one of these super peel onions. Follow me, please, camera. Darn it. You stopped following me. You were supposed to keep following me. Silly cameras. I complain on one hand about how many layers on this are dried and cured, but on the other hand, these are very well nicely cured onions. Like, these would... These are the onions that I want in my, bunker. Let's look it up. Let's see here. Yeah, everything, yeah. It fits underneath that. What do we got on Discord? I don't want to be on the wrong thing with Discord. There, that'll work. Nice. Switch there. And we'll switch there. There we go. Gucci architecture. Lots of arches, but lots of dynamic angles and eye-catching designs. Hey, Terminator. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. I'll do a little bit more celery, but I guess we will try and match up our halves here. We got a little friend here. You noticing him? Little worm eating on my celery before I do. Hi, Nan Reader.
Took a second to sit there and read the summary. Got some flat leaf parsley. I'm going to chop that up along with these green onions. They'll be garnish for our etouffee. Might as well grab another one of those for the green onions. Agars is a good guess. So are there agars or is it just agar?
Ooh. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that raid. Hello, I'm Chef JT. Doing a little Creole action here tonight. And actually for quite a while beyond this. Welcome in. What were we doing tonight, Jovian? Just chopping up some green onions here, doing all my veg prep ahead of time on this dish. We're going to get into cleaning up the chicken thighs and legs. I got to debone them. That's the next project here. Pumpkin spice bison fry bread tacos. How'd they turn out? I could see that potentially, like, a lot of people like putting like cinnamon and warm spices. It could work in a very sort of Indian way with that. With fry bread, even though different type of Indian. Different type of indigenous person. Hey, John Ray. Awesome. I'm glad they turned out well. Really, is there a black pepper equivalent in there? But yeah, it's very close, like the cinnamon and all of those spices. I could do that with like a chili type dish too. Did you coat it with something? I would think you would at least need something with the sugar in it to help it out a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a starchier outside. Okay, so we got our trinity, we got our herbs. Coffee break. Welcome, Flemmy. Do they even have that? Like, I'm sure they have pumpkin spice, but Starbucks has so many add-ins and junk to add into their not really coffee anymore. Chicken time. And get all these veggies off of the board here first. And I don't really want to use that knife for with the chicken anyways. So now we're going to be taking the bones out of these thighs and legs. I'm going to keep it mostly whole other than that, but I guess we'll get rid of the bones tonight too, since it's just those two. But anyways, here you have your traditional thigh that you'd have out of the store. What are you? Okay. And then the leg, we got a little bit of bone chip there. This has got all the tendons in it, but we're going to go with it anyways tonight. I'm not a huge, I've obviously drank some Starbucks in my life. I've talked about it the other night on stream. Not my favorite, not my choice. Their dark coffee is a bit burnt. And their light coffee, although a lot of light coffees suffer from this, it's like I'm drinking a glass of Wheaties. Yes, it will be. Although I'm going to be using jasmine rice. I talked about that the other night too. Jasmine is most certainly not the traditional rice for this, but Come here, chicken. Get off of there. Yep, the etouffee will be over rice, and then so that's going to be a little bit here until we need to do the rice. We got our chicken all done. I'll wash my hands up nice here. Yeah, doing Creole and Cajun dishes here for a little bit. We got etouffee tonight. We got ingredient challenge on Wednesday, and Can It Be Delicious on Friday. But back on Sunday, going Cajun and Creole, we're going to be doing slow cooked pork and grits, and then gumbo on Monday, and then next Friday, going to be doing pastilla. Jambalaya, but made with pasta instead of rice. I honestly don't know Flemish. I would guess Carolina, but I could be completely wrong with that. Add some oil to our pan over here. And I'm going to give this a moment to make sure this pan is hot. Because we want to get a good sear on that chicken. Hi, Cosmic. Well. Whatever rice Mom has in the pantry. Perhaps valid. I just realized I should probably season this chicken a bit. Which won't be too difficult. I'm going to use the tongs rather than getting my hands all chickenified again. But skin side out here. Tony Cacciari's grill with the salt and pretty much going ham on this. I'm still going to give that a little longer. It's not smoking yet. It smells nice and warm. Yeah, Zeeks, we're doing that for everything tonight. Everything gets Tony Cacciari's tonight. Veggies, it's the salt of the evening. Now, see, I think Slap Your Mama, like, they have all sorts of other stuff, though. Like, they're more generic. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen Slap Your Mama's gochujang, and I think they were in the hot sauce area back in the era of, you know, kick-ass hot sauce, and everything had the word ass in it, sauce. Yeah, I should have that too, and I meant to get that the last time I got this, but I still have this, and so... Fun fact, of all the brands that I have mentioned won the ingredient challenge on social media in some form, they're the only guys that responded. I wasn't cool enough for anyone else. I'm cool enough for Tony, though. So with this whole move for Amazon to Luna, what does that mean for, like, New World? Is that RIP? Was that RIP already? Like, they basically abandoned it after it released, but they put out a new edition, an update to it. I'm just thinking of that because I did like a month of New World food and they didn't even give me a like. But hey, let's go broadcast 5 other food people that did absolutely jack shit for them. Just not appreciated, chat. I'm just... Feeling like a little bit like the Rodney Dangerfield of the food world. Thank you, so. You can hear the sizzle. You can't see it very well. What's going on there, camera? No respect, I tell you. No respect. I keep turning them and like, oh yeah, we could do the other side a little bit more then. Are you telling me, Jovian, that the children of today don't know Caddyshack? Just after getting some nice color there, that is not finished cooking. Yeah, I'm not in TikTok either, so it sort of fits. These are the last two. We got veggies after. More Tonys on the other side of both of these. Hey, Cream Delish. Welcome. We're searing chicken. I need to find a California crawfish grower. Like, it's not like they're a rare animal that's not available. That's it. I need to start Sonoma crayfish. That's like the only thing that I see really around me, unless I direct order from Louisiana. It's typically Chinese frozen, and the Chinese frozen crawfish, at least in my experience, the quality is nowhere near. See, that's the problem, Cream. I've had it. I have family down that way. I've had myself a crawfish boil or two in my life. I've had other seafood boils too. And yeah, they're like fresh Louisiana. It's, yeah. Compared to the frozen brick from China. Yeah, that's how we had it at the place that I. Like, people down there they buy doors and cut circles in them and put them on oil drums for all the junk, and just like they have setups like that in people's garages all over the place. Along with the giant outdoor pot boiler. You gotta have the right boil, you gotta have the corn, you gotta have the potatoes. I'm not really worried about cooking these through, I just don't want to overcook them. Sausage. So I would think sausage maybe on the grill. Like, I wouldn't put that necessarily... Like, that's the whole idea of the boil flavoring to me. Like, throwing the sausage in there, I feel like you're just going to lose a lot of flavor to the water. I mean, unless you're making soup. Maybe if you're doing like whole sausages in the boil. But if you're cutting them and putting them in the boil, I would think the fat in that would just render out too much in the boil. We would most certainly be featuring crawfish in this rotation of Cajun and Creole foods here if it wasn't for what I just, like, the only crawfish around me, unless I special order, is like Chinese frozen brick. Which now probably costs a fortune. Because it's... yeah. Alright, so that pan is nice and warm. Add a bit more oil in there. Onions time. Salt. Well, the real way to do that is you have them ship it. Because it's going to be cheaper all the way. Like, they have, if the shipping, if they know what they're doing, they're set up to do it. Most of the grocery stores around me have it. It's not very noticeable, but they got like a dry ice chest. Though the only time I've ever messed with it was when I got coffee sent to me with it in the packaging, and then I made a mess all over the kitchen making ice cream with it. Totally not a clip of that. Green pepper. Fresh green pepper smells. Then some more of this evening's salt. that the shipping charge? Ah, you mean no head? They charged me all that money and not give me any head? I don't know, are we? Why? We got some little chicken stock here that I rendered earlier. We're going to add some water to this. Splash of lemon juice. Splash the Worcestershire too. And that's going to be our rice liquid. Why would my bot do now? Oh. Dad joke. Dad jokes. I'm just throwing all of that in. Once this liquid comes to a boil that I've got on the other side here. This lovely liquid over here. It's hard to hear that. Best hopes for him. That is not something you do lightly. Having your spine messed with. Excuse me. We haven't gotten to the butter yet. So I don't know that I'm using 2 sticks for this. I'm definitely putting some in with the rice, though. Thanks for that reminder. Actually, I'm probably going to use about this much more. That'll do me for starting the roux. I'm going to use regular oil along with butter for my roux. That'll help me finish the sauce. You could certainly mount it here. I was planning on taking the veggies out once I got a nice light cook on them, and then making my roux and adding them back in. If I was trying to do this quick, I could have done all of this separately. I could have had this going, I could have had the chicken steering, and I could have been making the roux at the same time. And you could do all 3 of those at once. Getting there. I want to get it down to the point that they're starting to get some color of their own. The onions are almost there, everything else isn't. That's up to a boil now. Not quite ready for the rice yet, so I'll hold on that for a moment. I just wanted it ready for the rice.
Gelato sounds good right now. Which is sort of strange because it's been a rainy day outside today all day. Yeah, I don't remember the culinary term for it. There's a different French term for doing that. For using the butter or the fat to saute the vegetables, but you got enough around that you can still use as a thickener. And so you add flour on top of that and sort of gums up all the vegetables, and then you use that like it's a roux. It's essentially the same thing as a roux, but there's another term for it. There's another term for when you can hand mix butter and flour with your hands, like knead it with your fingers until it's completely, all the flour is completely saturated with fat, and then drop that in and use it like a roux as well into an already made sauce, sort of like you would like a starch slurry. You got to cook it like a roux because you got flour that you still have to cook that flavor out, but it's like the same thing as using a starch slurry. There's another term for that. Now see, that's something, like I was talking before about Bill Knapp's chicken etouffee, and how it was like a thick, creamy chicken dish, and it's served with biscuits. Like, I was, like, that's sounding more and more like it right there. It's a shame I can't remember those things because they most certainly were on tests in my skills classes at the Culinary Institute. And probably at the other school that I did culinary at before the Culinary Institute. It just didn't stick. Okay. That's got some decent color to it. It's not the darkest roux I've ever made. It's not the thickest roux I've ever made either. We're gonna go with that. Add our veggies back in. 2 cups of water. Slowly add it in during the ad break. The rice water back on. Bringing that, getting closer here. So I'm going cream free on this tonight. That makes sense. The nuttiness will give you more of a interesting note than just oil. Add a bit more of tonight's salt. MSG. Black pepper. Rice water is up to a boil. So we'll go ahead and add our rice into the rice liquid. I'm doing all of it and finishing this bag in there. Bring that back up to a boil together, which won't take long. This is nicely thickened. I haven't added all the water in there yet, but we don't have the chicken in there yet either. We'll take our raw chicken over here. We'll give this a chop up. Especially the legs. I want to go against the green for the tendons. Make sure we got those all sliced up. And then we can go larger in the other direction. Thighs will do a bit bigger cut, but the legs, all that connective, these are getting a bit finer chop. And then the thighs. If you want to be rustic, you can just throw it in the pan and mash it in there. do it dirty rice style. Chicken going in, back in, or all liquid I can get off of it. Let this simmer. I still haven't added quite all that water. I've added about 1.5 cups so far. Because I didn't want to make it too liquidy. Scrambled just reaming chat out. What do you think, chat? That looked yummy. We're almost there. We just gotta add the rice and the herbs. And the butter. More people lurking out there than I expected. Side of fried okra. Never tried fried okra that I can remember. I've had fried okra. I've never tried it myself, is what I'm saying. Tried making it myself. That's toughy because I think I would want it fresh in order to fry it. And you don't tend to see okra fresh all that often. At least not out here. Every once in a while, and yeah, I occasionally see it, but so this is something I found out the other day that I didn't realize was a thing here on Twitch. And don't worry, I'm not planning on doing this myself. But apparently there's a set of streamers out there that have ads set to the absolute maximum. And so that unless you subscribe to them, basically you get like 50 minutes of ads out of an hour or something like that. Does anyone know anyone of this doing, like, is there any, like, notable streamers that are doing this? Like, I could sort of see it if you're one of those streamers that just is, for some reason, the one that gets all of the raids sort of a person. Like, there's a couple of late night streams I know that just get raids upon raids upon raids. But beyond that, I don't understand it why you're doing that to your audience. Yeah, I watch some streams with more than 100 viewers, but at the same time, whenever you get to a stream with that many people in it, you're not really... Chat, there is no community chat really going on there. There might be a community, it's on the Discord or Patreon or wherever, but they're not really doing their community thing in that chat. Got another 2 minutes we're waiting on this rice. I think we can go ahead and throw our green onions and parsley into this. I'm going to take a pinch of green onions and a pinch of parsley for garnish on my dish. The rest is going in the soup. It's not soup, but in the etouffee. For those unfamiliar, that was a full bunch of green onions, though it wasn't a very big bunch, chopped up, and about a quarter of the leaves of a bunch of green parsley. Cut the heat on that now. Butter. You said herbage in chat. There's in my mind just immediately went to Twisters. Anyone catches that reference? The original Twister, not the newer one. I haven't seen the newer one. rice. Yeah, that was a dumb move. Gave myself a nice burn for that, too. Don't put things on unstable surfaces, especially when they're hot. It's not a good plan. Good, good, good. Good. Looking good there. Get a photo or two here for Instagrams and Discords and all of that. Actually, I don't really post food photos on Instagram all that much anymore. Every once in a blue moon. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think that's where we're going to call things for this evening. Let's see, I haven't closed it yet. Crushed pineapple wins for Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'm going to be doing dinner and dessert using crushed pineapple as an ingredient. We'll have a new vote up shortly in the Discord. Feel free to vote in that or add your own suggestions in the Discord for future challenges. Otherwise, we're doing Can It Be Delicious on Friday. And then we've got a week's worth of Cajun and Creole food coming after that. And to wrap up the month, we're doing 3 nights of Halloween foods and 1 more ingredient challenge. So I hope you come back to join me for all of that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I greatly appreciate your company. I hope you all have a great start to your week. Good night.